Political messaging, can be very, very difficult to get right. In the old days, they were very, very clear. Political messaging, is very, very difficult to get right. In the old days, they were very, very clear. They didn't really want groups and things. They just really wanted you to focus on the politician of the moment. When you think about it, when, say, the likes of Winston Churchill or Margaret Thatcher spoke, they were able to command a room. People took notice, they listened and digested. Whether you agreed with the politics or not, you understood the message that they were coming out with. With this totally new, ineffectual people that we now held in the government over here in the United Kingdom, people like this, that's right, the fragrant liar that is, of course, the current Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves, alongside the likes of the Business Secretary, Jonathan Reynolds, who've openly lied in the Houses of Parliament. I mean, literally, take that in for a moment. They take an oath and they've lied and they're still in their positions. They have no credibility whatsoever. But Rachel, along with her reworn pantsuit, has decided to battle on. And this totally, well, without a shadow of a doubt, backfired. Let me explain. Morning, chums. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Nice to have your company. Now, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Yes, I know. Yeah, yes, well, thank you. I know it's good. You reminded me. I can hear you, You haven't waved, Neil. I know it's very difficult at times. It's starting to rain. That's the thing. Somebody said to me the other day, oh, Neil, you started again. You left a mistake in. Is that the best you can do? You try filming it out and about daily in London with all the worry of everything that's going around. You just kind of think, don't you, there's people that quibble over everything. It doesn't bother me because I know, the chums out here support me and that's so kind. But there's always a niggler, isn't there? There's always somebody. It's like when you invite them for afternoon tea, there's one out of the five that says, oh, I don't like potted meat. And you think, here we go, Yeah, well, bring your own is my motto, right? Perhaps this particular individual should have brought their own, right? That is Rachel Reeves. She went up to Manchester to do a speech about how well she's doing. You would have thought that might have been better to do by Zoom, really, in all of a minute. But of course, Rachel loves the limelight. She's got a ministerial car, 3 houses, everything's paid for. She's slashing the winter fuel allowance again, but she's all right, because she can invite her mother to live with her in one of the 3 houses. She doesn't care about you and I. That's very clearly obvious. And, well, she's just literally wrecking the economy day by day. But here's where it gets interesting, because they decided to position Rachel behind a group of, workers, right? And they were going to look great and supportive, but nobody actually checked in with them to see how supportive they were. Now, as you can see from this footage and this picture, there was one particular star attraction in that background picture who looked absolutely fed up to the back teeth during her entire speech. Nobody pointed this out. That's what I mean. There was an appointed Labour Party cameraman. They could have said, you know what, we need to do this again. It looks bad. Even her own staff are not looking out for Rachel Reeves. That's how bad it's become, right? Interesting to note this. You see, it then goes around the world and everybody picks up on the guy looking absolutely bored rigid. Behind the scenes, I can tell you, they're trying to track this guy down. Basically they want to get him back on camera to resurrect the fact that, he was thinking of something else, he was worried, he was concentrating. They want to squash this story. It's too late. And this is the problem, literally, with the current government. They're clueless in what they're doing on a daily basis. And they think by squashing the story, we'll all forget what we've seen. This man literally made the front pages in the United Kingdom of those newspapers. And basically the headline was, he's literally saying nothing but conveying everything that everybody's truly thinking about the disaster that is the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves. Next time around, watch, there'll be nobody behind her. They couldn't take this chance again. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.